Hello, historical people. Whereas I want to talk about single-handed swords, namely swords without hand protection. So arming sword. I've got the tie swords. You know, any sort of sabery, swordy thing. Messer goes for Messer as well. Basically, we get in a habit of staying in long point. Okay, leaving those hands out. And when you're working with a single weapon, you can kind of get away with it with long swords sometimes because you've got the leverage, okay? You've got that little bit of leverage, so if something does happen, I've got a flick, I've got these things, I can work something from there. But when you're dealing with a single weapon, a lot of your fighting, you might be able to do some things, but with the wrist action only, I'm far more limited than if I had two hands on the thing. Now, obviously, you could just put two hands on the thing, but we're looking at single swords, so let's use them like single swords. What I find is if I've attacked and I just leave the weapon out there, I will take way more hits to the arms or whatever, or I'll really leave myself in a terrible bind, especially if you're against someone that's using long swords. That'll just get scooped away, or they'll control the weapon and they'll come in and finish you off. Okay, so how to deal with that? You got two options really. My first option is to basically just like always come across your body, okay? If you've ever done Cali or a Scream or anything like that, it's kind of similar how they'll do their strikes. You're always coming across the body. That is obviously to clear space for your second weapon, but also in this instance, I'm using my footwork as my distance, as my defense, okay? So that's coming here. There's nothing in the way there, right? Slightly safer alternative is to ward, so I will attack. I'll go into long point for that sort of finale of the attack, so when I'm actually expecting to hit him, but I'm retreating into a ward, a guarded position. So I'm not all the way back in like my ox or flugs or whatever. Okay, I've come back and I'm about halfway, basically. I've got good structure there with the bicep engaged. That's there, okay? From the other side, it's your second, your outside guard, as you would see in Sabre. But I'm blade first all the time. I'm not stopping here. I'm not coming up here, anything like that. I'm always at, maybe it's 45 degree, I can't really tell. 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree, something like that. So I always want a bit of an angle between me and them. If I'm coming off here, and this is just to stop any shots coming through that side now, okay? Right, because let's face it, I attack you, you're going to parry and riposte, aren't you? Yeah, or something like that. So defend with your feet and move out the bloody way. Or if you do want to close in or you want to keep your distance, use your wards, okay? You also have your hanging wards, hanging guards. So if I've struck in there, I can sit in a hanging position because my hands are high up. A hanging guard is actually really nice for when you have no hand protection. It's good when you do have hand protection, to be quite honest. It keeps all your fleshy bits away from their spiky bits, okay? So it's not bad. So that's all I've got to say about it, really. There's no special tricks and whatever, unless you want to pretend you're a side sworder, and then you can have some flicks when you put the finger over, but then you might lose a finger. So yeah, hopefully that's useful, to be honest. A lot of single-handers about, and you know, they have to learn from Sabre, and that's just not right, is it? Come on. Cool. Thank you all. See you in a bit.